Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode on Eriador, and today we're going to be upgrading my Civ operation floor. So right now, all we're doing is processing gravel and sand. So that's all we're doing at the moment. So anything that is being output, it's obviously going through an auto packer. So all this stuff is being auto-packed, and it goes to the pulverizers, and then it gets burnerized. I guess smelted, it would be the proper term. And then it goes into my ender chest that is down below. I still have these left because I knew that this day was going to come when I upgraded my operation and kind of made it, I won't say better. Right now, my main idea is just to upgrade in what's being sieved. So that's the point of the one main reason to upgrading is because I want redstone. I want some sort of income of redstone, and this is the only way I know how to do it. So yeah, that's, oh my goodness. It's raining. Let's sleep this off. Sorry about all the loud weather. That's taken care of. So now that you kind of understand what what was happening. Now I'm gonna be taking all of this out and I'm gonna change it. What I'm gonna have is it's like the same thing, but the idea is that I'm going to have a separate station. Or a separate sieve for gravel, sand, and dust. So I'm going to be setting up something for that. And then I'm going to get rid of these rednet cables. So I'm not going to need these. I can finally use pipes to power my items. And that's going to be very useful because, well, these are annoying. These are really annoying, so you can't you have to put them, they don't connect with other pipes. So that's the reason why I want to get rid of these and kind of rewire the whole system. The only thing is that there's 3 sides to this room, so it's going to be a little awkward with my design. So I don't know how where exactly I'm gonna put everything, but I'm gonna work with it and I guess just start building. So like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is take all of this stuff down and put in these chests so I can reuse them or just get rid of them. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm done with the teardown. Everything is taken down and put into these chests. So here we have what I had left in the auto packer section. Because it auto packs only what can be packed, it obviously leaves extra stuff. So it's okay that this is here. This is like everything from this whole room. So we have all the ores. The ores are from the for the filters, which I'm probably going to put these pulverized items into an actual item filter. I think it's going to be easier to move everything and filter everything out. And I don't actually have an item. It'll be just a filter. So I'm gonna be using filters to do all of that. Same thing with the gravel. It creates I just use this all for filtering. Then you have all my pulverizers, and which are like some are stacked, some are not, because some are full and some are like less drained. It doesn't really say what power it's at. And then resident, I don't know why these are not the same. Same thing with the furnaces and whatnot. And we have our sieves and our 43 transfer nodes. Oh my goodness. And some stone brick covers. Okay, so now that this is kind of just sitting here, and then all of this is going to be garbage. It's going to go into the inventory and I'm not going to think about it. So my plan for, like I said, this floor is to now sieve 3 items. It's going to be gravel, sand, and dust. So we're going to have 3. If I want to expand it, I can. I might, move it somewhere else. But for now, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Then over here, I'm going to put the pulverizers and the furnaces on the walls. I have a cool design. That's going to be what I'm going to work on right now, because I feel like the other stuff, like behind the scenes, the pipes, and I think that might take too long for my recording session. So it depends on whenever I release this episode. If I get the time to record and finish this whole build, then I will put into the episode. If not, you'll see what this build looks like. So you won't kind of be like, oh, well, that was boring. Well, that's kind of it. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Once I finish it, depending on that and where I stand on my, schedule, you'll see me put into the other section. So like the behind the scenes, underground of this whole thing. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the design and how, I'm just going to cut over to the design because it's a lot of, whatchamacallit, forge microblocks. I actually use a lot of microblocks with the design, so I really like it. So I'm gonna try and put my ideas, copy and paste them to the server. So yeah, I'll see you in the next segment. Okay, so I am done. Not completely, but to where I can show you how it works and how I have it set up, it's done. Like I said, what I mean by not done is that it's not like fully upgraded to like, let's say the max setting it could be set at. So over time, I'm going to try and upgrade the speed, make it a little faster, and, see how far I can get it before, my power can't keep up. Something like that. So this is it. So this is my new sieving operation. As you can see, the design was probably the easiest thing to do. Wiring it up was probably the most time consuming because item filters are useful, but they are a pain in the ass to set up over and over and over again. So yeah. So how this works is I have 3 chambers. I have 1 for gravel, 1 for sand, and 1 for dust. So I have cobblestone coming in. It goes into the pulverizer, and only that item will get sieved. The reason why I don't want multiple, multiple items being sieved in the, in the same sieving station is because if I was to do this and I was to pulverize sand, or if I was to pulverize sand here to create dust, well, dust doesn't get pulverized, so it could back up the system. So that's why I didn't do it like that. But you might be asking, well, what am I doing with the secondary output? What I'm doing with the secondary output is actually I'm using an augment called nullification chamber. It basically nullifies or destroys anything extra that's in the secondary output. So I have 64. Technically, this won't work if it was full, but because I have this augment, it still works. So I don't have to touch that. I can leave it, and that's it. So it will only sieve gravel, and this will be sand, and this will be dust. So that's how I did the system. I like it like that. It's just kind of what I want to work with, just to, it's something different. I've never done it like this. So that's what I want to do here. And over here, we have all of my pulverizing, I want to say stations, but pulverizers and my redstone furnaces, which it's kind of pointless to have 9, but it's useful, I guess. It fits the wall. That's why I had to actually push this out. I think a couple of extra blocks because this would not fit if I had it you know, the other way, or I had it closer. I had this whole thing closer. I didn't include that in my original design. So yeah, this is how it kind of looks. I like it. It's very fitting. I did a lot of micro blocks, and I like it. I like it a lot. So let's go behind the scenes. So I have a trap door up here. We'll close it. And yeah, so I'm using the world interaction to get cobblestone. It's just kind of free energy, free use type of thing. I have a tesseract coming in for the power. So I'm using a transfer hypernode that's holding almost a million RF. So that's pretty sick. The redstone energy pipes allows only energy to pass down. So cobblestone won't go up and around. Even if I was to use a normal pipe, I could have probably just locked it like that. You can, you know, block the direction. So it wouldn't have mattered, but I just did it for kind of just showing that that's power, right? So that's how power goes to the stiff all down here. So just, oh yeah, oh, and there too, as you can see. So I learned a lot once energy nodes, I started using them, because it helped with the next step, because the energy comes down here, goes into this pipe, and as long as anything needs power is connected to a pipe, and a pipe has energy, it's going to get transferred. So I love it. So you can easily do that. I love it. It's really useful. So that's kind of how this works. Now let's go look at the output. If we go all the way down, this is the output. So under here, I have pipes connected to this chest via a retrieval node. Basically anything that's in the sieves will get retrieved, pulled into this chest, and then over here I have two transfer retrieval nodes. One is for all the broken ore, crushed ore, and powdered ore, basically anything that's being sieved. And then we have our extra, you know, items. So our sieved items, anything that is not to be, you know, used in the pulverizing ingot stage. So all that gets put into our storage. So here. So yeah, let's follow this around. So anything here obviously gets auto packaged, and then once it's auto packaged, it gets sent up into our pulverizers, except aluminum. If we come up here, I have a special aluminum filter, so that goes automatically into there, and it goes into the redstone furnaces. So how I've set this up, and like I said, I didn't really need the 9 pulverizers, but I think it fits better. But this time I didn't filter anything out. Last setup, I had everything filtered. I had one item per furnace, pulverizer, so on and so forth. This way I don't have it like that. This way it goes up, it can pick whatever it wants, and it gets smelted, and then the retrieval node will retrieve anything pulverized. So items go in, gets pulverized, and gets pulled out, because this configuration allows for in and out movement. So it can be pulled in and pulled out as long as you have the right setup, which I do because I have retrieval nodes and transfer nodes. It works like that. So this, I love this. This is like my Ender.io setup basically. So I'm kind of liking it right now. It's a little confusing to set up, but it works. So yeah, so you got my transfer node for all the pulverized items. Once it's pulverized, it gets transferred out. So the transfer node just pulls everything out and goes into the redstone furnaces. Same thing with the redstone furnaces. Everything has the in and out, so it just goes in and out. I have a retrieval node with glowstone just to kind of show, you know, what it's searching. I also put a blocking there, so only input, because that retrieval node, I do have a filter on it. But I didn't want it pulling, you know, maybe it would pull from the chest or something like that. Also blocking helps with checking statuses, I guess, because the more pipe it has to locate or go through, the longer it takes. So that's why, you know, you add speed upgrades, because it's like, oh, it's taking too long, it's taking too long. Well, that's because your distance. If your distance are shorter, you don't need a speed upgrade. But because this is pretty far, I do have the speed upgrades, or at least just one for now. But yeah, no, because the way that the system is now, it's not that build up. So I can essentially just keep it the way it is, and something's cooking. Something turned on. Aluminum. So if we watch the background, hopefully we'll see. There you go. So it just passed it, and I guess it retrieved it, and it's going down here and goes through the system. So yeah, once it does that, it's it does a full circle. So you have anything sieved, all the sieved items go here, and then everything that needs to be smelted goes around and goes back through. So it does a full loop. It's kind of useful. So before what I actually found something out. Retrieval nodes do not work with filtered item or filter pipes. So, or they do, but they don't at the same time. It's really, I had to remove them because it just wasn't pulling the items out of the pulverizers. That's why I have all of these. But I found out just doing it this way, it's easier. Because I'm dealing with all three sand ores, like the ore dusts, like everything. It's easier just to do it the way it is. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess the only thing that I really done is just changed how I had it set up before. It's a little easier now with the you know, in the background I can get to things if I need to troubleshoot anything. But yeah, guys, this is kind of it for my new Civ operation floor. There's really nothing much changed everywhere else. The only thing that I've done is change this side. Again, this is basically all the drops, and this is all the ingots. I still have obviously I can add more, you know, caches for the other ingots, which I'm probably going to eventually do, because I do have some, you know, I still have some ingots. I am making extra when I've been building, because there's still a lot of stuff, you know, like if I do the upgrades for the sieves, upgrade, yeah, I was spelling that. This requires a lot of Invar, Electrum, and Pyrotheum dust. So I'm going to have to work on that. So I'm going to try, I want to make I don't know if it'll be permanent, but I want to create a system that uses the cyclic assemblers, and I control it with redstone. Because I know these machines, if you come over here, these machines can be controlled by redstone. So if I can somehow use redstone to control like a cyclic assembler, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do it on screen. I might just play around with it. Maybe see if Petty's down for something. Because I know he's good with redstone. But this is just a side project. It's just something I want to try. Like I said, I might not make it permanent, so I might not do a video for it. Usually permanent stuff, if it's not permanent, like this floor basically is not permanent. Like my obsidian generator, it's like, it's just a simple generator. It's nothing to do interesting stuff with. And this is, wow, that's pretty good. Did I put this back? Yeah. So cyclic assemblers are pretty easy to work with, but I want to try something with redstone and maybe retrieval nodes at the same time. Something I want to do. But that's kind of it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I've learned something new when I was setting this up, so that's pretty cool. And I hope you guys, you know, learned something as well. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you're new to the channel, if you want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll let you know when it will let you know when I upload more videos. If you also want to follow me on my social media links, click the description, and you can follow me on all those social media sites. You can also check out the website for more videos of who else is on the server. So obviously no one's on right now, but yeah, if you want to check their videos out, obviously check the description for that, for their links and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Monitor Eriador. I'm DJ Price 99, and I'll see you guys in another episode. I'm out. Peace.